Live! Woohoo! This is exciting. Pull up don't need my phone screen that bright. Let's see. Pull up comment monitor on my phone. So go to channel. Mute the video. Okay. All right. More clocks, not clogs, not to choose, and more shelves. So clocks are strewn out all over because I have all of the cables managed with some cable ties to spare, which is good because there are more clocks downstairs that I'll bring up eventually. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 left. I'm sure I'll have to order more. I did use some trusty Goo Gone to get rid of some of the stickers and stuff on some of these clocks. Like I think this one used to have a sticker on it, and I've given these all a generalized wipe down and clean, and yeah, they all look a lot better than they did. There's a few of them that I even opened up to do work on. Where are they? I think, yeah, this is one that This is one that I opened up to do work on. It used to have a little spot in the corner, like maybe some moisture or something got inside and it's looking funny and faded. I opened that up. I was able to slide this piece out, clean it. It was kind of cool to see inside. Didn't document that or anything. Also, this button is weird because, well, here, let me just show you really quickly. If I pull this out and remember which way it goes. So, you might barely see in there. It is so it's the half circle shape, which is indicative of it has to be on the right direction, which that's useful for knobs that have an arrow or something on them. This doesn't, so I find it weird. But what's even weirder is this doesn't really have a half circle shape. It just has a notch in the side, and the notch actually goes where the half circle part is. If you don't put it in that way, it will not be as smooth. It will still rotate, but it won't be as nice and smooth. This is like my favorite clock, because like the snooze button is nice and clicky, but it's not too clicky. These buttons over here are like, they're not clicky. They're slightly on the mushy side, but a little bit stiff. I like that. This is nice. I forgot to do this turning wheel for the radio is so nice, and this is so smooth, and AM, FM, it's just amazing. I love this thing. Oh, and you guys weren't really in view. I am sorry. But yeah, that'll get a nice actual video at some point. So let me just really quickly take care of the wheel that I forgot about. Grab a Q-tip here. And then I'm going to get my Q-tip wet with some cleaner. We'll start off at one end. I'm essentially just going through and trying to get rid of the dust that's built up in the grooves of this tuning wheel. That's good enough. And I think I forgot to do a little cleaning inside where the AM FM selector is. You know, it was also pretty nice to do the cleaning and stuff and wrapping up while I was like listening to other music that I couldn't play on YouTube. And I thought about doing this even, but like I'll have some headphones on and I can listen to music that way. It can't be from my computer though, which is where I've been listening to music up here lately, because music I'm listening to is on Spotify. And on the computer, you get unlimited skips or listen to whatever you want. It's just low quality and has ads. which is funny because Spotify on the computer served me an ad saying, "Get unlimited skips with premium." Yes, it's true, or something like that. And like, I'm on the computer, Spotify. So, first, we need to move all these clocks into this tub, back into the tub, and then I'm going to actually swap how I have some of my shelves around. The shelf behind me is actually part of a shelf that can be a little more than twice as tall, because I have the two halves separated, so I don't know what view are we seeing. Oh yes, so the one that's over there is the other part of that, and I'm actually going to switch them around. I wanted this one here because I thought initially this had more storage space that wasn't the floor, because this would be a shelf with some sections if they were stacked, but they're not stacked. They won't fit. I wanted to do that, but then it would have been horizontal like that and a little bit trickier to see the clocks. Even with this out of the way, you'd have had to come up here to see them. And also, because it won't fit with the ceiling height. And so then I thought, well, what if I put it at an angle? So it would be something like this way. That won't work because it would be bumping into the light fixture on the ceiling. So we're going to put all these clocks very carefully in here, and hopefully these won't ever have to be in a tub again. Well, maybe not for a few decades. Also, I'm not going to spoil it, which one, but I found a clock on eBay, and I was like, oh, I've been looking for that clock. Well, it's actually more special than that, and I'll talk about that when the clock arrives, but it is just, like, so cool, and I'm really, really excited. Also, another exciting thing, this isn't the one that I ordered. Sadly, it had already sold. But I got the idea one day just to give a search for this. This is an ATN smart clock, the one that's made by the Gunscope company, and you go like this to snooze it. I just looked it up again, just curious if there's any new information out there. There was an eBay listing. Sadly, someone else had already bought it for like $20, and then about $10 shipping or so. I would have easily bid $50 on that thing if I was bidding for it. I think. I would hope that I would get it for cheaper. But I went ahead and asked the seller if they knew where another one was, which they don't, and if I could use their pictures. Because theirs was new in the box, or if not new, it was like in the box, had all the pieces. And they don't have a picture of the clock itself. They show it like in the box wrapped up. So maybe it was new. But the box shows what the front piece is supposed to look like, because ours is missing it. This clock is rare, and the other clock that I have ordered also is somewhat rare. Now this is interesting too, because rare nowadays is kind of like what's actually listed online. Because I realize, like these things aren't really rare. I've seen a bunch of these, and I'm just assuming that the ones like you guys don't think can see it with this phone. Actually, no, it should be. Oh yeah, there's the two half circle rainbow, whatever you want to call them, advanced clocks over there. Those ones I would consider to be rare because they don't come up very often. I've seen a few of them on eBay. I've seen like maybe 4 or 5 total on eBay, including those. And I still kind of wish I had snagged the one from the thrift store. I don't know what happened to that one, but it was missing the front place and pretty beat up, and I thought I'll be able to look that up later. Oh no, those are pretty rare. You don't see them very often. So maybe Advance did make a lot of those models back in the 80s or whenever it was that they came out. And just not a lot of them have been listed online yet. Or you just don't see them very often because they broke and people threw them away. I don't know. So, okay, we got sweep this here. Okay, we got a few more clocks here. We got this little quartz clock. I think this was the one clock that I saw in DI. I forget which clock hunting episode, but I basically had to recreate a shot from what happened in real life, where I was like, oh, how cute! It really is cute. Missing the back cover, although that might actually be on over there somewhere in my stuff. But it is a cute little tiny travel clock that makes your generic beeper for the quartz movement type thing. It's pretty cute. Could be a good travel clock. Although now we have our phones now. Someday I want to do a video on alarm clocks versus phones, Because there are a few advantages to alarm clocks over phones, depending on the alarm clock that you get and like how you use them. Because I mean, like any alarm clock, you could pull any alarm clock out of this bin, and there would be one advantage that it would have over a phone. And I will say that advantage is like your phone you would want right next to you by your bed, just in case something happens. Just in case. Um, Yeah, so just in case something happens, in case there's an emergency, or maybe if you're like falling asleep to certain stuff or whatever, or checking a few things before you go to bed, sure. But then an alarm clock can be all the way on the other side of a room. One more advantage I will give for alarm clocks really quickly is, what is it? Yeah, alarm clocks. If you get special like puzzle type ones or whatever, oh, I missed a sticker. This just looks like it's from Savers. Hopefully this peels off pretty easy. Worst case it doesn't, but it's on the bottom, so I won't worry about goo-goning it. I'm gonna have to wipe this one up quickly. But with alarm clocks, you can get certain ones that have different features to help you wake up. And, well, why not just find a puzzle alarm clock app on your phone? I've never used one of those, but I'm pretty sure that restarting your phone with the power button would cause it to stop beeping at you. Or, there's probably a way to force stop the app. Maybe someone's made a super locked in restart the phone and it just keeps ringing type of a parental controls. Because there are some apps where it's like supposed to make your device more safe for kids, even though there may be ways around the system. Like they have them and it blocks off the settings portion of the phone, different things like that. So maybe they've made that, but ideally, a normal person wouldn't want that, because what if you can't figure out how to stop the alarm, or if the app wigs out and keeps ringing? You gotta have a way to stop it, and restarting the phone is a good fail-safe. But something interesting, and we were testing parental control apps on a phone once because I was curious about some of this stuff, and I was almost able to cheese the system by going into do this one thing, you do this, then it lets you into the settings, and I was almost able to click through the buttons almost fast enough that I could then get in and just about click the app section and pick the app and click force stop. Oh, this one has a little scrape up top. That's sad. I was almost able to do that. I don't know if I had practiced a little bit more and gotten the timing perfect, I would have been able to get in there and force stop the app. But it definitely wasn't easy. So I'll give them that. Alright, so there's that one. We have this one definitely needed the Goo-Gons. And there's actually still a little bit of sticker remnant. So, into the box you go. And then we have our two clocks here still in the box, which I'm going to redo this video because it was too long and I've lost it, but it was too long and boring and talky. I want to get with someone and be like, hey, compare these with me. Okay, they're new in box. We're going to see. The idea is to compare an old clock versus a new one. And this one looks like made in 1984. And then this one, I don't know, I bought 5 or so years ago, maybe. Maybe a little longer than that actually now. I don't know, but this one's newer, right? And so the idea is compare the two. What's the experience between the old one and the new one? Obviously the new one has different features, like you can USB phone charger, and the radio is different. It uses, it's I think a digital tuner, so you're pushing buttons to skip between channels, whereas this is the old analog tuner where you have to dial it in just right. But 2 alarms, This has a gradual wake and an auto time set where this one doesn't. So obviously this one has more features, but the point of that video is going to be the overall experience. Which one is a little bit easier to set up and figure out, which based on my last experience, I think the winner's going to go to this one. Which one's easier to set up and figure out? Which one, I mean, they're different time periods. I'm more partial to this one looking nicer, but just overall, which one do you think was better for its time? So basically, strip away the extra fancy features that this one has, except for maybe the gradual wake, because there are plenty of old alarm clocks that slowly have the audio turn on. And just look at them and say which one you think's better, easier to use, better built, better packaging, better instruction manuals and stuff like that. So perfect. And all right, that should be it for that section. So I can put these down here on the ground. If I can just get down. Boy, it's gonna be so nice to have all of these alarm clocks on a shelf and not in a tub, potentially smushing each other. It's gonna be nice, and I'm excited for it. It's also gonna make a nice backdrop too with the way I have it. It wasn't where I was originally planning. I was thinking, remember just one single shelf right up here, which is across from the door. But yeah, oh boy. Okay, so we got a few other things that need to be moved when we're up here. First, we can throw away a toothpick and some old rubber bands and a cotton swab that have all been used for cleaning. A glue stick. Can actually put that off to the side. Here's a purple rubber band that may or may not be good. Ooh, yes, I landed on my office chair. This little thing, which, part of a puzzle. I don't know where the rest of it is. Put that right there. Yeah, okay. My long screwdriver, which will eventually have a home up here. Craftsman screwdriver. Okay. This is my drying rag now, and this is my cleaning rag. Those can go over there in that same corner. We have this battery, which I'm pretty sure is used up. Toss it away in the bin. We have this wood piece here, which is missing a screw. It's actually part of this section here. It's weird. This wood piece actually glues on to the side of the thing, and then it screws down. I don't know. I'm not a wood expert. Maybe it's the best way to design this thing. So cleaner comes next, along with our Gugon. Those will just, the Gugon I'll set up on top front of the old computer, the 98, that's what I'm calling it. And we have this sound box with Legos on top. I haven't opened up those Legos yet. And I've got another Lego thing where I actually started just building something at Bricks and Minifigs, and then I packed it up and took it away. All right. I was wondering where my cable ties went, because this is the bag for them, and now I see them. They're over there on the office chair, my blue one. Okay. Got another yucky broken rubber band. I know I missed the trash. Excuse me. I'm going to have a mint. I'm going to have an Arctic Wintergreen Altoid. I love these. Alright. So, we've also got a little foam piece. Probably from when I took one of the clocks out of its box to make sure everything was there still. So we're going to switch the place of these two. So I'm going to put the comment monitor up over here on some clocks. Okay. How do I want to do this? I think what's gonna work. Oh, actually, I was gonna switch this one in, but there's the mattress back there too. So what I actually need to do is this. And I think I mentioned this in the last studio setup clock stream thingy, that like having these things in here, even though it's not quite what I had planned for the space originally, I actually have a really cool idea once I get this other one into place. But also, what's the other word? It means I have to put less sound foam up. That's something that I am looking forward to, because it'll save me some money. No, this isn't gonna work. Okay, so actually what I need to do is I need to rotate this. And I need to very carefully put just part of it off the edge. There we go. So now I should be able to rotate this one. Man. Not that I'm really worried about this going off the edge, because only a little bit's off, but if this were to go, that would be terrible. This one's also a little tricky to move because the bottom's not smooth. Okay. Alright, it won't be scooted over all the way when it's done. But, and hopefully I can find another home. Actually, I will be able to. I think I talked about it in the last stream how the mattress could go inside of my bedroom downstairs for storage. Right now it does act as somewhat of an echo absorber, which is nice, but the sound foam, that's its job. It's going to do that. Alright, just really avoiding light switches like the last one. Perfect. And this can also be scooted back more if the mattress was not there. Like, if I were to flip where this mattress is, I can actually scoot that back like that. That's pretty nice. Nice look. Now, what I'm thinking of doing, the mattress is not going to make this look as great. Actually, no, I will pull this back. Just right up against that. The mattress back. So what I want to do is, see where we're looking. Yeah, so we got the corner there. That one shelf there, I had thought about moving over there, and I might do that. But the idea that I'm having, which I can toy around with, is if we scoot this. Well, I might not do this actually, by the way that everything fits, but I was thinking this could be like this. And then, what about this? What about this space back here? Oh. Yeah, you just climb under here, and then it's a little tiny cozy space. Hi. I don't know. Thankfully, I can move stuff around, and I can figure out exactly how I want it, and I can change it in the future if I want to. Although I'm hopefully going to get it to a setup where I won't have to change it in the future. It'll be just nice and set up for decades. Oh no. I accidentally scraped up some of this. I think it's vinyl. Yeah, my mom, she's not gonna be super angry, but like, also I was the only person here to move this, so yeah. What am I thinking of? Oh yeah. I've talked about like putting carpet up here, and you're like, oh, but then you can't put like nails or staples in or whatever to hold it down. Have to be a rug. I might want to actually staple down the carpet up here, because also she said that I'm the one who said I wanted the vinyl up here, which when she was finishing up this space and planning things and asking me about it, I had a lot of other stuff going on, and I wasn't completely in the right space to say yes or no. I didn't even fully understand what vinyl was because I had heard the name before, but I wasn't thinking about it, and blah blah blah. I didn't have enough time to process, and she just finished. I wish that maybe she could have waited a bit. That's It happens here and there where my mom doesn't wait for certain things, and it kind of bothers me and makes me feel like she's a little bit impatient. Like sometimes computer stuff, she'll like click on it and it doesn't go, and she won't wait long enough to see if it's going to do anything. So we'll put this screw here. I'll screw it into this piece of it, which we're not using. Wait a minute. The heck? What happened to my screwdriver? My longs, where did you... Oh, you got pushed off. Thankfully you didn't crash down and crack. You fell right here. Perfect. So, yeah, I don't know. I still love my mom, but... Like, if I do ever... Well, I will get some red carpet up here. If I do ever actually want to, like, nail it in or whatever, and mom says, but you can't because the vinyl, and then I'll say, look, I didn't really fully understand what vinyl was when you were talking about it, and I was busy with so many other things that had you like, I was kind of like, yeah, sure, whatever, that's fine, because I was busy focusing on other stuff at the time. Had I fully understood what was going on, I might have said, no, let's wait a bit and think about something else. This is my space, and I'm going to do it. And if it really causes a problem, and if the carpet ever has to be taken out, I will pay the cost to repair the vinyl or whatever else needs to go underneath there. But I'm absolutely positive that the carpet will not need to be taken out until after I'm dead and someone comes in here and says, ew, yuck. If they do. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully there will be someone cool to pass this on to. If not my own kids, there will be a friend who would like to take up the space, or maybe another family member will move in and they'll take up the space, and if not carry on the channel, they'll at least keep the stuff cool as a memorial, as a museum kind of. Because I mean, once everything's finished and in place, I wouldn't mind this space becoming a museum after I die. It'd be a little tough because it's like in a neighborhood area, and so having large amounts of traffic would be tricky, but maybe by that time there will be a city code or some way to work around it. Because like, what do people do about going to see farm homes and other famous homes that are in neighborhoods? How do they work that out? Ooh, this is kind of a cool view. I've never... maybe I've done this once as a child, but have a look at that. Let's line it up better. Come on. Yeah. See the Craftsman logo and stuff. Either way, back to work. So, having that be a little archway like there is somewhat of an idea, but I don't like then the open space that's in that corner there. Unless I were to rotate this shelf. But then you've still got like empty space in the back corner, and I don't know that I want that empty space. I want to be using it because this space is so small. Actually, wait, no, I should tape measure and see what has more empty space. If I scoot this one so it's lined up with that one, or if I turn that one. Let's find that out. And then we'll get to putting these clocks on a shelf. Oh, and also, These are in the way you can't see it, but the bottom shelf Magnavox over there, that was next to the whatever the Easy Set clock with the number pad is. I'm gonna put something else there because I want that Easy Set wood grain one to go with all of the other wood grain ones that I have. I like the clocks like that are nice and wide and they're wood grain and they're a radio, and I think that design is pretty cool. And I would always see one in stores and be like, oh, I don't have one of these yet. I'll get one someday. In like thrift stores anyways. Also, a little bit left over food on my shirt. That's not great. It'll get washed. Let's see. Also, we need to wipe this down too. It's not super dirty. There's just a little bit of dust, so a wipe down of that'll be pretty simple and easy. But alright. So hopefully it was just a screw poking out that caused that little bit of damage. Okay. So if we did that, actually stick this back. That's decent right there. Yeah, and actually, there's a little bit of space to reach in there. What does that look like? So that's like a 19 by... It's like a 19 by 11 little space back there. So I could store something back there if I wanted to. But, oops. Sorry, screwdriver. Okay. So, now if we do that, and this way too, will mean that there's going to be more clocks visible to the front. Actually, this might fit. Oh, wait, wanna? No, maybe, will it? No, it just barely. Just so barely won't fit. I don't like that because it's harder to access the space back there. If that thing was on wheels, it would be a little easier. But this is a little bit bigger, one dimension. That's a 23.5 by 18. So that's bigger. Okay. All right. So yeah, I definitely like this better when it's back over this way. Because having to crawl under that is just awkward. Okay. Oops. Okay. That's pretty good. Well, it still leaves that space back there that isn't really accessible, so I'll have to figure out how much space. And this is just barely enough that I can fit through here. So if I need to get back here and do stuff. Because having like the secret way that you crawl under is a little weird. Unless I think of something cool to put back there. Because I thought I could put my cardboard shooting range there, but no. It'll probably be something that I'll have like set up on the platform, and then you can take it down and store it somewhere. Actually, maybe it would fit right underneath there. So long as the darts wouldn't damage any of the clocks. But For now, I think this is going to be their position. I think this is pretty good. So let's bring the thing of clocks up here and start setting them up. I'm going to have them organized by things. Actually, wait, hold on. Now, what am I doing? I need to wipe that down first, so I need to get the cleaner. Whew. You know, I'm sure somebody knows this, but now I'm just wondering, because I think it's like the first 48 hours that really matter for a YouTube video. Although supposedly being unlisted and then listing public later doesn't affect that. It'll give you time, because some YouTubers do that anyways. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's private and then going public. I don't know. But now I'm just wondering, how are live streams affected in that regard? Like, first 48 hours after the live stream goes, could they have a chance to get picked up by the algorithms? Okay. This one. That one had a little bit of like chips or something from the shelf in there. And this is a nice, somewhat older piece, but it's all like real wood. It's not, none of that particle board stuff like my new shelf is made out of. Although it's not a bad shelf, so being on the cheap end of things, I agree with the particle board design for being a budget shelf. Talking about the little shelf where I put my capture setup on. Alright, that's pretty good. This side seems a little bit cleaner, but I'll worry about this later. For right now, I just want to get clocks on the shelf. Okay. So let's also adjust the camera a bit. And I picked this one because there's less, like, the other one had a lot of stuff right almost just above the floor. I originally had it the other way around because the big opening on this one here made it seem like there was less storage, which technically there kind of is a little bit less, but this is all higher storage versus lower. So the space almost works out. Actually, wait, no. No, this is the same. Let me show you what I'm seeing. I was going to tape measure this, but let me show you what I'm seeing. So, if you look at the one on the left there, you can see how there's one long section across the bottom divided into 3 for storage, and then you got the one middle shelf, right? Well, this is the same thing. You would have some extra space on the bottom of this that are shelves because it would be screwed onto the top of the left one, but since it won't fit, you know. This is actually the same. It has one long section across the top divided in 3 for storage, and then that one other shelf. So this is actually nice. It has equal amount of storage. The way it fits in the corner looks pretty nice too. Let's just scoot you guys back just a bit, I think. Actually, we can, because we're not putting stuff on the very bottom, we can do that. Because I don't want clocks just sitting on the very bottom foot level. Alright. I need to consider what clocks I have downstairs too. So this design may change. And that's the nice thing. I can change it once I get those clocks up here and I decide exactly where everything goes. But, I'm probably going to move some of the clocks that are over there over to here. so that they're more center spotlight, like the fun purple one. This is a tough decision, really. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think. Are there clocks that I don't? Maybe that can be like the analog section. And this is tough. Maybe we'll try and put all as many clocks as we can on this, and then that will be spillover plus storage for other stuff. So, because like this fun purple one by Sharp, the one that has the snooze button in the corner there, I had that very fun, exciting purple granite stone, whatever. That deserves a spotlight. So, let's see how many clocks we can fit here. Also, having multi-tiered setups. So like if I were to put a little box or something behind there and then put clocks on the level up, which is something that I'm considering doing. This Cube Sony is, I like the cube design. That was right next to that one. I think this one deserves a spotlight. So maybe I can have a section that's like cool clocks, even if there's a mix of analog and digital. But then I'll have the rest of them organized and separated that way. Definitely want these half rainbow clocks over there. Okay. Maybe the two rainbow boys can go here. That looks pretty nice right there. I think. There's maybe room for one of these smaller ones there if we scoot it over. So let's see. It'd be nice if I had a shelf right there. So then maybe I actually want to flip this around. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And put the wider opening on this side here. All right, let's let's do that. These I'm just going to pick up. Okay, right, we want to go this way, so. Oh boy. This one's going to be tougher too because it's not, I don't know how I rotated any of these. Because what I'm worried about, actually maybe, let's just, okay, careful, fold it up. Alright, so what we need to find out, because it's not a solid bottom, it just barely, okay, because we have most of the weight on this side. But this definitely has more room to teeter on the middle leg. Ooh, we got it. This is it. And then you go up over the lip. Okay. It'd be kind of nice if the open section on that end there was put in a way that it would let you access back there, but that would have to put this at an angle, which I don't really want to do. What would that look like? Yeah, then you're just covering up a bit of that shelf, and that would have to be, no. Okay, so back. There we go, that looks pretty good. And actually, you know what? If I just take, I'm going to scoot this one over, so then I can barely reach back in there and put a few things back there I have in handful, so that's good. All right, let's flip things around. I may want to put those ones. That actually I think looks pretty nice. The two half circle, or it looks like a rainbow to me with the way that these parts flatten out. Usually like the rainbow with clouds right there. I like that. They're sandwiching the other unusual one. And then I think I actually want to put the RCAs and the GE CD player ones right there. Let's move the comment monitor for now. Ooh. Hey, it says 2 watching, so whoever the second person is, hello. There's the RCA one. And here's the different blue RCA one. We're already a bit dusty. That's up there. There we go. And then there's maybe room for one more, not one of these, but something else. If we even needed to squeeze them together, we could. And then don't forget like the whole double tier system that I've talked about doing. Let's put you up there for now. All right, so we have a Sony clock and a Sharp clock. Okay. All right. What is next? That would look good as like the main draw-in centerpiece. So you can remember we can put stuff on the top of this too. I'm going to have to move the comment monitor down because I cannot see anything. So I'll put you back on top of that clock there. No, just maybe barely see video and video and video. Okay. I'm really going to need to make some sort of a double tier box system, but I want it to look good. I could probably, ooh. This is something that could maybe be 3D printed by one of my friends. Although I have a few other things I want him to 3D print, and he may be coming over tomorrow. The big thing, though, is I would be paying him for the materials, and I don't know how expensive it is. But the way things are right now, I'm still not just spending up the wazoo and buying everything, but at the same time, because I'm still not at a job yet. And I'm deciding whether I want to go back or not, and just enjoying this time. So, but yeah, I could buy some of that. I just wouldn't want to buy too much. I think I can't make this decision without my analog clocks up here. Because I'll want to put some analog clocks in. That's actually one thing I can do. Let's see if we can put the wood grain boys up top here. Yeah, there's one that I opened up and cleaned a bit on the inside. It's still a bit scratched up, but I think I've only seen a couple of these online, although this one I would expect to be a little more common than our rainbow boys. Oh, it's missing a foot too. I'll have to buy a foot for it. The front feet too. That makes it tilt all funny. That's not good. So maybe the foot's in my stuff somewhere. Which actually, let's see. This one's another wood grain one, so it could go. I think I have another long radio one that can go up there with those. So what are we gonna do? Well, first I'm gonna quickly just check over on my desk and see if I still have. See if I still know where the feet were that I was trying for this one. Did I just place them on my desk? Because if I didn't, then honestly I'm not going to know exactly where I put them. Don't see them there. Let's just check. Would they be in a bag inside of my file cabinet? No, they're not inside there. That's sad that I don't know where those little feet went. And let's just nope, they're not there. Hope I didn't put them in my closet. That is, oh wait a minute. No, they're not on the tub that I pulled down. That's my sound box. Because part of me is half remembering that I left them on the shelf on the right. On that one there. But I'm not seeing them there. I didn't put them in my magnetic parts holder. Not that they're magnetic or anything, but... Well, that's very disappointing. Because they're definitely not on that shelf over there anymore. Not in this tub, are they? No, they're not. This is just... What's a mess? Did they fall down? Did they go down there? No, they didn't. And I would have seen them when I took off the RCAs. Well, I will try and find those feet later, but for now, we're going to actually take an empty tub that's behind the camera, and we're going to go downstairs. And so, turning off my current monitor for just a moment. Yeah, that's so weird. One last look on my desk right there. Because they were right there. And then I moved them. Because I'm like, oh yeah, those feet. See if they fit with the clock. But they didn't. Yeah, I legit don't know where they went, and that happens often with things, and it just really bothers me. And then I go on this really long hunt where like I have to find it. I can't just let it go. I'm pretty sure they're not thrown away. Although when I throw my garbage out, I always look through to make sure nothing accidentally got thrown away. And I'm the only one that's allowed to throw my garbage out. Let me actually just peek behind my, nope, not behind my monitor. Alright, one last check is in here. I have put them in. Nope. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in here that immediately signals that there are rubber feet in a little bag or a box or in anything. Whew. Well, alright then, let us go fetch my other clock, so we unplug you. Fold up the legs. Oh, and here is the back piece is kind of broken to, I think this is too big for the little square white clock. Are they in here? Nope. They're not. Oh, there goes my bottle. Let me pick you back up and put you on the thing. Okay. We'll just leave the lights on because this is going to be a relatively quick trip. And then I'm going to have to take the camera separately up the stairs. Okay. And actually, turning the AC down one more. For some reason, maybe it's just the work that I'm doing physically. I don't know. All right, let's reveal the mess. Yes, this space. I haven't really done much in here lately, which is kind of sad. But it basically happened when, oh, this shelf will not fit where I thought it would be. Yes, I don't have to empty it off so soon. And really, I don't. I just need to, that TV needs to move, but if I just move a couple of things, then I can start stacking some more tubs there. I don't really want to. I'm just slowly sort of, I'm not in here very often, so that's part of why. Because, like, I'm in here when I sleep, and that's about it. So pretty regularly. But after that, I, like, wake up and I leave my space, and I go upstairs, and I do my things, and, there's more digital clocks than I'm remembering, and boy. More clocks. So, let's, put that right there. Pull the comment monitor out because it also acts as a video monitor. Samsung delay. Okay. Put you guys right there. I'm actually going to tilt you up like about that. So really, I'm going to start with the top shelf. Everything behind the flag. These are going to need a little wipe down, but they're not like super dirty, just dusty, so that'll be quick. The orange one, I love that color. The purple one, ooh, even dustier. The one that has a little crack in the corner that has been Gorilla Glued back in place. It's a nice one. The blue one, also a nice one. One of the OG clocks in my collection. My mom had a pink one of these too. I want one of those. because it was one of the things that got me started collecting clocks. Oh, and this different designed one. Different shape. Brown. Brown gray. That's nice. This one that you can't really adjust the time anymore. Bought it at a friend's yard sale. They said it still worked. The hands are badly warped. I paid like $3 for it. After it stopped working, once I bent this piece back straight, I don't know why, I'll have to open it up and see if it's fixable. Maybe bend the hands back. Probably just a lost cause, buy a new one. I'm not an expert at fixing things or even figuring out how to open this up and get inside. But yeah, it doesn't twist right after I bent the back hand straight for one of the things. It's the alarm hand that doesn't go. Anyways, that one in the tub. Oh, the one that I custom printed a frame for, or a photo for. So yeah, this is a quartz clock photo frame, and actually, maybe it's not doing it now, but yeah, these do kind of lock in flat. But why would you ever? You need it like this, but. This might be where the back cover for the battery thing is, but look at the photo. Wow. Clock. In a clock. In a clock. It's itself in itself in itself, repeating. This can get folded up. I took this on a trip with me once and used it as a clock. And like, some of the people on the trip found it a little annoying in the morning, but like, I turned it off pretty quickly as soon as it was ringing and was able to be up and do stuff. Makes a standard beeping noise, so that goes in the box. Here's some more Digiboy. Oh, actually another, yeah. This one needs Retro Bright on the back. That's very, not the same yellow that it used to be. Also, speaking of Retro Bright, well, I mean, it's going to be Retro Brighted. I want to try that. I also just don't want to have to take it apart and like mess with the things and how do you put the hands on. I mean, I'm sure I could turn everything just all to 12, and then that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Have everything lined up, even the second hand, and then I'll pop everything off. And so maybe someday maybe I'll just take the front piece off. And no, that's pretty hideous, Retro Bright. Anyways, that goes in. We have a Spartus clock, and we have the remnants of another clock that is the exact same shape, just a different brand. Maybe it's once the brand was sold and someone else bought it. This is cool. You get to see kind of how this display works a little bit. The holes in the back. But yeah, this one stopped, and I wish I would have just tried it again to see if it was still working, because I want another one of these. But, so yeah, Spartus clock, that goes in. And this one here, which I may leave down, I don't know. It's inside, it's kind of cool. It's the same thing, it just originally said West Clocks on the front face. And it's a blue and green. Also, is that I don't know what that, I think it's like someone put, oh, I gotta rotate so the light can be shining on this thing. It's like someone put a cornucopia sticker on there. But then there's this like little face that you guys can't see, that a little dot that makes it look almost like a chicken's on there. Whatever. So that one, yeah. Like, it stopped working and then it worked a little bit again, so I wish we would have just tried it and figured out what was wrong. But I mean, at least back when I was like 16 or so, when this thing died, I had fun looking inside. I remember like one of my friends, his name was Ben. He was in the he was the cinematographer for some of the shots in the mothership in my neighborhood and a few other things that are not on the channel anymore. It was, what's the word? Oh, yeah, we took this, I was saying this part, like, oh, and the display, yeah, there's supposed to be crystals behind there, or something like that. And I was thinking, what the heck are you talking about? No, there's not. I'm not going to argue with you, but no. And with this type of display, there's not. They just have some lights back that fit into the right spots and light up the individual segments. So it's like however many 7, 14. I forget how many, but there's enough LEDs to light up each section. But then later on, I found out he was thinking this would be like an LCD, a liquid crystal display. Which, yeah, there are crystals inside of that display, but they're liquid and they're really small, and you don't really see the individual crystals. It's not like you open up your monitor and a bunch of rubies and stuff fall out. So, that one will stay here for now. Mr. Lion. Sure. Something a friend gave me. Ew! You're all dusty. Yeah, it's gonna need to be... Only the bottom of him is dusty, though. And his paws used to be together, like this. But then the thread broke. You can go up there. We have... I've seen a few of these at thrift stores, so these are definitely not rare. Oh, this is one of the dustiest boys. What is this? It's a Target. Oh, yeah, Durabrand, which is like Target's, or it used to be Target's brand, like store branded things. Into the bin you go. Then next we got one of the longtime members of the collection, also one that's in need of some retro bright. I don't know if there's any way to stop it from yellowing further. This one I feel would be a little easier to take apart and retro bright some of the pieces. But yeah, also I still need to take off the sticker. It's on the back. It's going to be hidden. It's missing the battery cover. But this is a GE clock. 7-4806A. This one's annoying too. Because these buttons look a little sunken, and maybe that's actually good that they are. Because there's no time button. You just push the hour and the minute to set them. These ones are mushy. That one's clicky. It's weird. I don't know. It's part of my collection. That one's in there. Alright. Now that we've done that, let's pack up these lower shelves too. And other pieces of this display may come up, like I'm probably going to bring that cool thermometer up there. The Galileo thermometer. I think it is Galileo. I'm not positive. Let's put those. So. Excuse me. First, we got Clocky. Oh, nice. Yep. It's Clocky. We'll roll off your nightstand and go rolling around the room for you to have to catch it to turn it off. Remember when we talked about alarm clocks having some advantages? Oh, there's also, I forgot about these ones. We got this. This is one of the other boys that I was thinking of. Really dusty, have to be wiped off. Okay. Careful. Man, these are going to have to be treated with such care because they are so cheap and delicate. This one. And this one. And this one. I don't know, where's the other one? There's the white one. There's supposed to be oh no, where is it? There's supposed to be a pink one. No, yeah, pink. There you go. Orangish pink. This is something where I'm like, oh, hey, they're cheap and simple, and that looks cool, and yeah. I am actually going to vacuum these off really quick because I have the vacuum right here in my room still. Yeah, this one. As usual, it's ticking. I can't stop it. This is a Bakelite German clock, a Junghans. Ooh. And dang it, where did the one white one go that I was just barely? Oh, down here. This one's cool because it looks like wood on the front, but the numbers shine through it. It's by Sharp. That's a nice little, neat little clock. And then actually, I even have the box for these little ones. These are, I'm going to vacuum these off quickly. These are so cheap. I would not recommend them as a travel clock. They would probably get broken on the trip and no longer function. I mean, plus everybody has phones now, but there are plenty of other way better portable clocks. If you need a legit, actual physical clock or something other than your phone for the job. But I mean, it'll look nice to have the boxes behind them on the display. So I can say these were new in box. Let's quickly vacuum these. And those ones I actually do not trust placing. Hold on, a little more dust. I do not trust placing those inside of the tub of clocks. They are that fragile and delicate. Oh boy. So, it's time to move these stuff back upstairs. So I think what I'm gonna do is I will take these little tiny delicate clocks in. Now this is a bit weird, but I'm just picking a random something to carry them up in. I have my water bottle holder. I am just going to carefully slide these inside of this padded holder. Like that. And then put that around my shoulder. I can grab these boxes, which are thin and sort of delicate, but I'm less worried about one of these hitting the floor. So then, hello everyone, I can fold this up and we'll take you back upstairs where I will carefully place these clocks somewhere, and then I'll run back down, carry up the tub. Ooh, I can feel the strap slipping on my shoulder. I need to lift my arm up a bit so it stops at the elbow. Okay. All right. Okay. Just very carefully put those down there. And then carefully take these out. There's those. I'm gonna need, wow, somehow I managed to misplace the cleaner and the cleaning rag. Pretty sure I put it right about where the camera. Oh, no. Right, okay, so the cleaner is up there. And the rag. Okay, so we're good. No, those are fine as long as nobody touches them right there. One of them's actually missing a second. No, alarm hand. It's the green one. Because I tried to fix something else about it. Just be right back with the other clocks. Alright, I'm up with the other clocks. And an appetite. Need to get food soon. Let's put you down right there for now. Alright. That one's upside down. Okay. So, you need to start by putting those ones in a safe spot. I can hear the Yung hands ticking. It's always annoying because it's otherwise broken. All right. Let's grab my cleaner rag and the cleaner, which I don't think I'm gonna need. The actual cleaner on this. I'm just getting the dust off. Oh, this one had a little bit of tape on it because I needed that to help hold it closed. These things are actually cheap enough that I could possibly like buy one off of eBay again just to demonstrate how cheap they are without breaking mine that are part of the collection. Like, this almost isn't clocks, it's more like figurines. Goodness. So, maybe I want to put them over there. I don't know, these could be little accent pieces scattered throughout the whole setup. I'm going to have a few other things. For now, though, I'm just going to set them up there. With their boxes. And then let's put that tub of clocks right there. And then let's move this clock away. And we're gonna put our other two long wood grain. Yeah, I won't want that light there after all. It's not broken, thankfully. Up here. And nice, that slides in there. So let's pull out. Careful. One long wood grain boy. And the other long wood grain boy. Ticking away again. Okay. All right. Oh, I can see there used to be silver on top of some of the stuff on top, and now it's gone. That's something though that could probably be touched up with, I don't know, maybe if a silver marker would do something, or... No, this one's also missing one of the feet. Again, I don't know if I lost it over the years or if it was lost before I got it, but... Okay. See if this... Great, where did I put the toothbrush? Oh, I see the toothbrush. Thankfully, that one was easy to spot. Fortunately though, it's not easy to see inside of these grooves up here, unless you're really at the right angle, and the vacuum got most of that, so that one I think is good. I may change the order of these, but let's turn on to this one. Really dusty. Also, there's some sticker goo in the corner that I should get off real quick. This is a very nice Panasonic one. I think out of all of these ones, this one's the best looking. And I mean, yeah, it's like plastic, but it looks like wood, and it's just... I actually like the look of this fake wood plastic. Let's put it right there. And I'm going to spritz just a little bit of cleaner in this corner. And I'm gonna really hope that that will soak in and be enough, and I won't have to get out the Goo Gone, because it's a little more icky to work with. It's not bad per se, it's just more kind of annoying. You have to wash your hands with that a little more. Alright, so then we were talking about an analog section, so let's pull out the analog boys and wipe them all down. Or maybe some girls too, because oh, also these. Why did I have the cable tie, like the jank one, like so far out from the... Why not have it nice and close? Also, was that dust on the inside? Can I... Oh, yep, we got it. We got the front off of this boy. Ew. Ew! It's a little grody down there. Careful not to bump the hands. Actually, ooh, what I need to do... So I'm going to quickly rotate everything except for the second hand because I don't want to plug it in. It's going to be 12, 12. That way, if the hands fall off, you know how to put them back on. Okay. let's actually carefully get just a little more cleaner on this part of the rag. Okay. I have to be careful because the inside of this thing is just paper. So I don't really want to get, well, actually, no, is it? No, actually, no, it's plastic. Okay. Just a thin piece of plastic. Right now there's some stuff at the top right next to the hands. There we go. Man, seriously, what got in here that had it so, like, icky? So beautiful. Anyways, sorry I got quiet there. I was just thinking about some things. They're actually both the same, so. Nope. Nope, not quite there. It's just one more little tiny spot somewhere at the bottom. Okay. Well, whatever it is, I can still kind of see it, but that's totally okay. So, put you right there for now. Actually, this is going to need, yeah, this is going to need some cleaner on it. Fortunately, however, the icky stuff that was on the top has wiped off really easy. Man, I'm going to need to put a little bit of cleaner in the button because it has some texture in there. Let's tackle this one next. This one still has the little remnants of the sticker on the bottom, but the tricky part is that would end up taking off the actual Wanted West clock sticker on there. No. This one's also had a corner glued back in place. Ooh, this arm handle's a bit brown. Maybe it needs like a retro bright or something. That one cleaned up a little nicer, actually. Yeah, the back is looking a bit yellowed. I think I used to have this one in the window. So, that's another one that could use some retro bright, but I wouldn't want to disassemble it. I wouldn't know how. It's tough. So, like, maybe if I didn't submerge it, but I used, like, the, whatever, hydrogen peroxide, like the liquid, not liquid, but like the lotion type, whatever stuff, and I could spread just a little bit on. Okay, let's see, there should, yep. We next have these two boys down here. Oh, I just noticed this one has a clear snooze button. That's kind of cool, I guess. This one's gonna need another sticker that was stuck on the bottom. I bet I tried to peel this one off near when I got it. To read like model information and stuff. Yeah, this US Advantage works good. There are so many different brands of cleaner out there now. I was just thinking of like Law's Totally Awesome Cleaner that Dollar Tree would sell that a lot of people said was amazing and would swear by, especially since it's from Dollar Tree and it's cheap. I just wonder how there can be so many brands of cleaner, especially different ones that claim to be organic and natural, and they have different things and different recipe. And aren't you gonna run out of recipes at some point? Aren't you gonna eventually have a cleaner that's just about as good as all the others is and not different and whatever blab? Alright, pop that snooze button back up. So I want to do that on each of these. Although, can I do it on this one? It's being clicky. Okay, so it is actually working with the snooze. There we go. There we go. Okay. Then let's pop the snooze back up on this one. There we go. This one might be a job for the Q-tip, although where did I place toothbrush? Thank you. Okay. this is one of the ones that I had sitting. Okay, that definitely looks a little better. I have to figure out what times I want these set to as well. Because, I mean, they're not going to be running all the time. Okay, that's pretty slick. So let's figure out where these are going. Oh, actually, also before that, we have this one here that had cleaner sitting on where the, oh nice, it's working. We're getting rid of that sticker goo without having to use the Goo Gone. Goo Gone's for the tough jobs. Also, let's try actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab a Q-tip for these perfect circular holes. See if I can get some dust out that way. It's gonna be satisfying. I'll try and do it up close to the camera. So, look at this. Look at these holes. Is it doing anything? Is it worth it? Let's try putting a little cleaner on our Q-tip and see if that does anything. I mean, I think so, yeah. Would be nice if there was a less tedious way. This takes me back to poking holes in the vinyl on the side of my computer. Yeah, I'm gonna say too much work, especially since this will be on the top. Toothbrush. What I will do, however, is I will give it a light spray and a scrub this way, because this has actually worked. So foamy. And then we take our cleaning cloth. Well, more of this stuff stayed in these holes than I wanted to. But it still does work it out, though. Let's try our Q-tip again. Oh, we got a piece of fuzz. I'm going to need a paper clip to try and fish this out. If not, I'll have to vacuum it out. did that go? Is that it there? No. I am now not seeing that fuzz. It went somewhere else in the clock. Which, as long as it doesn't explode next time I plug it in, I think I'm fine. And, wow. There is actually some difference, so I'm going to do the other side really quickly. Yeah, there's a few like pits and stuff in places, but that is looking much nicer. We'll need to use the Q-tip. In these tight places around here. These button assemblies. Toothbrushing these grooves, let's grab our Q-tip one last time. Yeah, that's good enough without disassembling the whole thing and really scrubbing all of the buttons. Alright. Okay. I'm going to put the Panasonic right here. Okay. I'll move those. These actually will move. That one I like the look of. Probably want that one on display somewhere in the middle, but for now those are going back on that shelf. And I'm going to try and fit these analog ones here. I must have just wrapped this up and said whatever when it got to the end and not bothered to do actual good, nice and tight cable management. Not too tight, like, you know, stressing the cable, making it not work, but these are my favorite clocks, and I love the sound that they make too. If you don't know the sound that these make, stay tuned for whenever I do more clock videos and I get around to covering them. So we need to undo this a little bit. So this part is going to come around the fingies like that. Alright, that is a little tight, but it will work. At least it should. So I take my makeshift Ah, come on, nope. Take my makeshift cable tie. There we go, that's a little tighter, so you can go right there. You can go next to it. The blue next to that one. The blue one's another one where I'm going to redo this. Have it be a nicer tighter, and again not too tight, especially with there was a very slight cracking noise. That one worked out nicely. I think the cracking, no, the cable looks fine. Okay, right there. And then you here. Nice. And then, oh, nice. That's so nice. You know, and I may actually want one of these to display time. Like, let me plug in and show you this unusual Spartus here. Because I could have at least one of these back there showing time. Right in. Oops. Here. There, you beep at me. Yeah. Dimmer button. That's as bright as she gets. So let me, yeah. Then this, you can see it, but you really want to see it. So let's, this, get a load of that. And then it just looks like a wooden surface. Cool as that. So probably not the one that I'd have to, well, I'm over here. Yeah, I can kind of, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe I won't have it running at all. Maybe I won't have any of these running. It's a newer clock though too, I believe, based on like design and whatnot. And also, it looks like it has a backup battery compartment. Okay, there we go, it does. It's just not coming off right. Interesting. 2 AAAs. Usually clocks take 9 volts. Okay, I just need to figure out what the last few ones that I went on this shelf are. And then we stop this stream. I really need to look for some simple little stacking box thingies, whatever, stuff that I can put. In the old display I did that, but I used like literal boxes and stuff from other things. So if I want something better than a cardboard box is the problem though. But so far this is actually looking really, really nice. And yeah, since I don't have that yet, since I can't figure that out, I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream here. Grab a bite to eat. And yeah, if you guys are excited to see the final of this clock display in the studio, leave a like, get subscribed, all the usual stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in whatever's next.